At that time, we students studying overseas in American colleges, in American graduate studies. We have lots of people, lots of students from Taiwan over there. And at that time, most of us is really angry. We're really angry at the Japanese invasion, Japanese occupation, and they just try to kick away the fishing people over there. And at first, we were just very angry at this kind of Japanese behavior. And we think we have the full evidence that it is one of the belonging to Taiwan, one of the near islands of Taiwan. It's not part of Japan at all. The Diaoyutai belonging to us, so we want Japanese government unconditionally retreat from that island. And in the past 40 years plus, their boat just circle around that isles. And our fishing boat, when try to fish there, which had been over there, fishing over there for more than a couple hundred years. They had been consistently fishing over there, and they were all the time they were displaced by the Japanese boat. We protect against their behavior. Number one, we think that Japanese government eagerly want to have some oil or gas reserve over the container shelf of the Eastern Asia. Because Japan, the territory of Japan is not in the continental shelf, so they don't have any right to explore the mines over there. Only when they occupy Diaoyutai, they have the right to explore those oil or natural gas or other minerals under the sea. So that's, I think, is the most important reason. That's why Japan tried to occupy that isles. And the next, we think that Japanese militarism tried to return to their past try to enjoy the past glory before the World War II. And at that time, ever since the 明治维新, you know, the 明治维新 is in the 19th century. They try to occupy the territory of the neighboring countries, or even to occupy the four countries like Liu Qiu. Liu Qiu actually is an independent state before 1879, and it was occupied by the Japanese government. After World War II, they should be allowed to be independent. But unfortunately, in the 1972, they occupied that Liu Qiu again. And I think that is the same story. They try to, the next step is try to occupy the Diaoyutai Islands. Yes, we should try, but we thought that the Japanese government or Japanese militarisms, they really don't disregard our protections. So we would want our government to protect more strongly. For example, if they don't retreat from them, then maybe we should try to consider the cooperations with the mainland China to protect that island, where maybe they have some joint, maybe they may have some joint force to safeguard our fishing port over there. Because it is the problem between the different sides of the strait is another problem. We still don't settle on this one problem. But definitely, Diaoyutai don't belong to the Japanese government.
Okay,
so we have disputes between the mainland China government, but that's the eventual problem still have to be settled between the people of the both sides of the strait. But that has nothing to do with the Japanese government. And no matter what, Diaoyutai doesn't belong to Japan. The problem between the Taiwan and the mainland China is another bigger problem. And according to my judgment, Beijing government won't do that kind of things. No. They try to peacefully settle the problem between the strait, between the mainland China and Taiwan. So I don't think it's not in the interest of them to do this way.
So you rather trust the government in Beijing more
yes,
than the
because up to now, I don't think the Diaoyutai problem is they have do anything harmful to our people or fishing people at all. They just try to protect against Japan, which have the same goal as us. I think it's not a very good behavior, but also I can understand why they have this kind of the behavior, because Japanese militarism invaded China and caused more than 35 million people suffering during their invasion. And so most Chinese people in mainland, their relative or their good friends or somebody they recognize may suffer this kind of invasion. So that's why they they have this kind of emotion. So I can understand their emotion, and I sympathize their feeling, because it's the victim. They are victims. We are not satisfied with the standard or with the anyway with the standard of the U.S. government. We think they are not neutral. Because even if they understand we have dispute, we have as I just mentioned before, we have all the evidence that Diaoyutai belong to us. But U.S. government just disregard those evidence, and besides, they seem to try to side with the Japanese government. So we think they are not neutral. Well, we just quickly found this kind of the coalition. Actually, we are the coalition. So this organization, we really don't care what's your stand in terms of this problem.
So
we welcome all different kind of, or we respect their political attitude. We don't ask their political attitude. Only problem is that if we want to protect Diaoyutai against the Japanese invasion. According to the past experience, number one, I think Japanese government, they will be restricted by the United States government United States government, I think it's not in the interest of the United States Polish to see there is really a hot war break out here. And for the Beijing government, in the past 6 years or so, I think they are quite rational, quite strict.
Okay.
So I don't think there is going to have a really big war. But if they happen just to have some small military events, it's possible.
So there might be shots fired.
Shots fired, it's possible.